Okay, first things first. We have to understand that a weaker immune system isn't just about, catching more colds. It's a fundamental shift deep inside your body's cellular factory. It's a real change in what's coming off the production line. And the master controls for this entire factory, they're your hematopoietic stem cells, or HSCs for short. These live deep in your bone marrow, and one lead researcher calls them the holy grail of the immune system. Why? Because they create every single blood and immune cell in your body. They are the source code. Now check this out, because this is where it gets really interesting. In a young system, these stem cells are perfectly balanced. They're churning out both myeloid cells, think red blood cells, and lymphoid cells, which are your all-important T and B cell defenders. But as we get older, the system gets what they call myeloid biased. It starts making too many myeloid cells and not enough of those critical lymphoid defenders. And that leaves our immune response weaker and totally out of whack. So, the huge question is, what's causing this production shift? What's flipping that switch? And that is exactly where this new breakthrough comes in. Researchers have finally put their finger on a key molecular signal that seems to control this whole process. And that signal is a protein called platelet factor 4, or PF4. Yup, that's the hero of our story today. A team at the University of Illinois Chicago pinpointed this specific protein as the master regulator behind the aging of our entire blood and immune system. And look, the significance of this is just massive. The lead researcher, Sandra Pino, put it so simply but so powerfully. She said PDF4 rejuvenated the aging of the blood system. This wasn't just some minor adjustment. We're talking about a fundamental reversal. So how does one little protein actually do this, right? How can it have such a huge effect on our core stem cells? Let's get into the mechanism. It really all comes down to being a good regulator. See, when we're young, we have high levels of PF4, and it basically acts like a brake. It's telling our stem cells, hey, calm down, stop multiplying like crazy. But as we age, our PF4 levels drop. The brake comes off. The stem cells then just start dividing way too much. And every time they divide, there's a risk of errors, mutations, creeping into their genetic code. And that right there is a direct pathway to chronic inflammation, blood cancers, and even cardiovascular disease.